y'all got bigger problems in Cowboy Nation right
Hey,
now.
hey, listen, hey, listen, hey, listen. I told one of my homeboy here Cowboys. I said you need to be worried about y'all losing Micah Parsons
Yeah,
because it ain't looking good.
no, no, it's not. And we talked about this today, me and a couple of guys, and I told him, I said, look, Jerry is used to doing business as usual, the way he has been since the late 80s, the way he treats players, the way he talks to them, the way he treats them, the things he says. It's it's not the same. He can't treat these players. At this point, Jerry needs to just let it go and let his sons run the business. Let them
But
do
here's the
that shit.
thing, yeah, I don't. Here's the thing with Jerry though. I don't think he should be not be the owner.
No, he can be
He
the
just
owner.
needs, yeah, he just needs to step down from being GM. That's the problem. That's literally the issue. Like if he
Yeah.
just gets somebody else to be GM, they'll be fine. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
think that's what it is. And I think Micah Parsons, like I said, these young cats ain't falling dealing with this shit no more. They not going to get talked to a certain kind of way, condescending, make them think that, you give a fuck about them. They understand what it is. This is a business. They get it. But they also want you to stand by what you say. And, you know, I don't think Jerry has I don't think he's endeared himself to Micah Parsons the way everybody, tries to make it seem like, oh, he's gonna get him signed. It's
hey,
just infighting. I'm like, nah, this is different. This is
you know what I
way
need?
different.
You know what I need? I
He's
need.
not.
I
He's
need.
not. He's not
I
got the
need.
intensity. He's
No, shut
not.
up, shut up, shut up. I need. I need Beach to pull off some type of voodoo
Oh boy,
magic on Jerry Jones. Get
son,
fucking Micah Parsons here. Hey,
son.
Dad, do you know? Do you know the amount of tears that would be on every social media platform if
Oh
that
my
happened?
God.
Hey, you think people talking about the Chiefs is rigging shit now?
Oh
Hey,
God. What's happening, everybody? I am Big Tim. That is Mr. Mike LaFleur. We are the Cavecast. And as usual, about this time of the year, it's football season, and we are right in that sweet spot where it's the anticipation. We are, 2 weeks away from the first game of the season, and we have our 53-man roster set. There are some things that may change along the way, but as of right now, the 53-man roster is set. I, for one, am happy. And in some places, I wish we could have maybe done just a teeny bit more. But there's one thing I will say. If you guys go back and watch some of our, you know, videos that we have out there, we do put a few of them out every now and then. I did say on that at that time, I thought we would keep at least 7, possibly 8 wide receivers. And we did. And for good reason. So, we'll get into that portion of why we did, I think, a little bit later. But as of right now, the Kansas City Chiefs have gotten their 53-man roster together. We all know that Patrick Mahomes was a lock. I don't know if anybody else was worried about that. Mike, were you worried about if Patrick Mahomes was going to make this team?
yeah, for real. The hell?
I mean, there may have been somebody out there who thought maybe Gardner
No,
Minshew, I'm just saying. But
no.
quarterbacks, we did keep 2. Patrick Mahomes, Gardner Minshew, so that goes without saying. At the running back position, we kept Isaiah Pacheco, we kept Kareem Hunt, we kept Brashard Smith, and we also kept Elijah Mitchell. We did, however, cut Carson Steele, but you did tell me that he was back on the practice squad as of today.
Oh yeah,
You,
he
can
is.
That's the guy you said
You
you
know
wanted
that.
to keep on the team. You said
Yeah,
he had
he. I
him.
mean, hey, yeah, he brought him back. I'm not surprised.
So, uh, I don't know if they do go after another running back anywhere at any time. I don't think that they will. I don't see it. There was a guy we thought that what is Martinez. We thought maybe they may get a chance to try to claim him off of waivers, but that didn't happen.
I'm gonna be
Uh,
honest. I don't understand that. I
hey,
I
Brett
just don't.
Brett
I
Veach
don't
is
know.
the
I don't know, man.
GM. You know
They had the opportunity to get him, and they just didn't. So I don't know.
uh, at the wide receiver position, we did keep eight. Starting with Rasheed Rice, Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy, Juju Smith-Schuster, Tyquan Thornton, Jalen Royals, Nico Remigio, and Jason Brownlee. I was kind of happy that Jason Brownlee got to stick on the squad. Kind of happy for him. Uh, that was a good deal. But we do understand that there's a reason why they did keep eight. Like I said, we will get into that just give us a little bit. Tight end, we helped Travis Kelsey, Noah Gray, Jared Wiley. I, for one, wanted to see Tunyon, and I was disappointed he wasn't on the initial 53-man roster. But I think they did bring him back. You said you did see him at practice today.
Bro,
Is that
they do that to save spots from having to
yeah?
worry about players that they don't want to keep. The reason why they didn't keep players like Pennell, like Edwards, and Tunney is because those dudes aren't subject to waivers. So you
True.
ain't got to worry about losing those dudes
Yeah, you can do
to
like
waiver claims.
pretty much a handshake deal. Say, hey, look,
Exactly.
we're gonna let you go, but we're bringing you back. So just hold off. We'll bring you back. Just give us time to get the 53-man roster out, but we will be bringing you back. Like you said, they're not subject to waivers. They are vested veterans, so therefore that's how that works. You got to have what is it 4 years 4 seasons in at least 4 seasons to be considered a vested veteran and not have to go through waivers. So uh, offensive line, we kept nine. A little surprised. I thought we would have kept 10. But Josh Simmons, Kingsley Sumataiya, Creed Humphreys, Trey Smith, Jawan Taylor, Jalen Moore, Hunter Norzad, Mike Caliendo, and Wanye Morris. I am surprised that they did keep Wanye. I know people are going to say, well, no,
You
they
know
people,
why?
no,
Because it's because he's more. You can play him in more spots than Esapole. Like Esapole is a right tackle.
yeah,
He's not playing guard. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I get it,
Here's my
but
thing with
at the
Esapole.
same time, I'm like, I
Here's
would
my
have
thing
probably
with
kept Esapole.
yeah, Esapole is he pretty much was a diamond that nobody saw coming, right? Uh, that's a it, and he did get picked up. Who did he get picked up by, Mike? Was it the Jets?
The Jets.
Okay. Uh, not I'm not mad at the line because my main concern was Josh Simmons and what the left tackle position was going to look like. Sumataiya has shown me that I think he can handle the left guard position. I still think he's going to have some growing pains at this position throughout the season, but for the most part, I think he'll be fine. I want people to understand that he's learning a new position, so you got to give him a
Man, you got
chance
to
to
get a man
learn.
some grace. All
Yeah, you got
right,
to
you
give
got
him a
to get a man
chance.
some grace, man.
So, defensive line, we kept nine as well, and that includes D tackle and defensive ends. We just put them together. George Karlaftis, Chris Jones, Derek Nandi, Charles Amenahue, Mike Dana, Omar Norman Lott, Aston Gelati, Jerry Tillery, and Malik Herring. I don't see a problem with anybody on this line. I do, however, just think to myself, is there somebody else that has been put on waivers anywhere, somebody that's been let go that maybe the Chiefs can use? I haven't really heard of anybody that kind of just perks my ears up
Not
in,
really.
in,
No.
in that in that sense. So I'm not going to really sweat it. Uh, I think this is a good defensive line as far as defensive tackle, defensive end, and the pieces they can use and how they can use them. You got to remember Chris Jones can play on the edge and play in the middle. That makes a difference. We do have linebackers that we actually kept more linebackers than I thought we were going to keep. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I think we got it's like six or something
It's
like that.
six linebackers, including Leo Chenal, Nick Bolton, Drew Tranquil, Jeffrey Bassa, Jack Cochran, and Cooper McDonald, who is the big surprise. But he
To
was an
me,
unde-
I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't surprised. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, I'm saying as far as if you would have just said this at the beginning of the season or the beginning of training camp, I wouldn't have said he was gonna make it. But
I'm
man,
surprised they
I
kept.
looked at his tape, and I'm surprised this guy did not get drafted. I'm
Oh
surprised
well,
this
yeah,
guy
yeah,
did.
yeah,
I am really
yeah.
surprised this guy did not get
I will
drafted.
say I'm surprised at the number of linebackers because I like if Madonna if you told me Madonna was gonna make it,
Yeah,
I wouldn't think Cochran would make it as well.
yeah. Uh,
You know,
that's it,
but I
it.
mean, hey,
Cochran plays a lot of special teams for them though too. So, and that's possibly why, it's probably a fight there between two and fucking Spagnola about who was going to stay in that situation. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to look and see. But like I said, Cooper McDonald is one of the guys that if you'd have asked me before training camp started, I'd have been like, this guy ain't gonna make it. And I looked at his tape throughout the preseason, and this guy, he seems like he's been playing for 3 seasons already. Like he's got experience playing this position at this level, and he's very, very instinctual about the way he plays. I could not say enough about the way he plays. So, uh, cornerback position, we kept five, and that's going to be Trent McDuffie, excuse me, Jalen Watson, Christian Fulton, Noah Williams, and Joshua Williams. Me and you had talked about this earlier today with Joshua Williams, and pretty much everybody was thinking Joshua Williams was not going to make this team. Um, but you did say something interesting, and you said, "Look, he's a guy who's got experience, he's got talent, he's played on a Super Bowl team, he's won Super Bowl rings. There's no way in hell that they would not keep him, because eventually he has trade potential." And I thought about that, and I said, you're right. He does have trade potential if we need to. If we need to. Safety position, we kept four: Brian Cook, Jaden Hicks, Chris Roland Wallace, and Shamari Connor. Uh, Chris Roland Wallace, who was playing corner, has been playing a lot at the safety position, and I don't have a problem with it. I think that, maybe he shows something that at that safety position that we actually need. And we were a little bit light at that safety position. So uh, we did keep specialists Harrison Butker, Matt Ariza, and James Winchester, our long snapper. So, like I said, the 53-man roster is set. Here's the funny thing. We mentioned the 8 wide receivers, and we all know Rasheed Rice did get his suspension handed down today. It is a 6-game suspension for his incident that happened in 2024 where there was a wreck from high speed, basically racing on the highway, and I will say, a mistake that he made where he fled the scene. So, now, with that being said, 6 games, there's been all kinds of talk. Was it fair? Was it not fair? Was it, basically the Chiefs getting away with shit again?
no, I don't want to hear that shit.
I've heard all kinds of things, and look, it's not for me to judge. It's not, right? Because the way I look at it is this: he committed a situation that caused somebody to have some slight injuries or whatever, and it could have been worse. Anything can happen. You never know when high speeds are involved. But I will say this: the man is going to pay his penance. He's going to give his 6 games, and hopefully, the 6 games that he's sitting out, this eats away at him enough. Besides the injury that he had last season, that he comes out and he is ready to go, and he understands. Hey, look, you have no time to just kind of ease into it. You're gonna have to be ready to go from the jump once you get back. So that in terms does open up another position available for somebody to play. Jason Brownlee, I think, was the person that got that last position, and Jason Brownlee, congratulations, well deserved. You did earn your chance throughout the preseason. Stay committed, stayed down, did everything he was asked to do. So, but I think that is the only reason why they kept 8. Would you agree?
Uh, maybe. I don't know, man. I don't think they wanted Brown. I don't think they wanted to lose Brownlee to the fucking waivers,
Okay.
regardless.
Now here's my thing.
But I could be
Explain
wrong. I
why.
don't know.
I was gonna say explain why you think they didn't want to, because even if you wouldn't have kept Brownlee, right, and you would have still had 7, you would have still without where she's sitting out for 6 games, you still would have had 6. At least one of those was going to be playing special teams. We know for sure, and Remigio as a punt returner or kick returner. So you still would have had guys like Tyquan Thornton, Hollywood, Worthy. So I mean, you still would have had guys to be able to fill that situation if you needed to have somebody there.
I think it's the. I think Brownlee fits a certain type of receiver that they want on their roster too, though, at all times.
He and you know what's
You know what I'm
funny is
saying?
I noticed
Because like,
something about Brownlee and Tyquan Thornton, which we have not. It's not that we haven't had them, but I think they're more committed to it this year because with the situation where we had Ross on the team and we never really used him the
yes,
way
that's what I was saying.
I think
Yeah,
they want to do it this time because now they say, okay, look, we can't just keep dinking and dunking down the field. We have to be able to let guys go up and get it, use their athletic ability, long catch radiuses. We need to be able to do this, right? And I think Brownlee helps them in that situation because now, especially in red zone situations, you have a guy who has shown the ability to adjust in the air and go up and get the ball. You have that
I ain't gonna
guy.
lie. I ain't gonna lie. That just pissed me off because
Because I talked about
you did.
Ross.
Yeah, because Reed. Because this is all Reed. This is all Reed. Reed.
Well,
You finally decide to want to do this
I think it was.
after
I,
Justin
I
Ross wants to leave.
I don't think it was
Get
just
out of
that
here,
he just.
bro.
I don't think it was just that he decided to do this. I think that Patrick may have stressed the fact that, hey, look, we really need to be able to do this because the things that we're doing, yeah, with the shifts and the motions and shit like that, yeah, it helps. But in the end, when we're in the fucking red zone, we need a guy that can go get it and make a play. And he may have finally listened to Patrick. He may have
But
finally
that's my
said, hey,
yeah. But that's what I'm
let's do it.
saying. You literally had Ross, and not it ain't even just Ross, bro. We literally might have just had one of the best, if not the best,
D Hop,
contested ball catcher
yeah.
in NFL history, and you didn't use him like that.
No,
But now
and
you want to use him like that. Like, come
here
on, man.
here's the thing. I'm not gonna say, you know what they say. You can learn a lot from your mistakes, right? We understand that you can learn a lot from your mistakes. And the thing about it is, okay, he didn't do or he didn't invest in that situation enough to or believe in it enough to go ahead and use those guys that way. I don't know what the reason was. I couldn't tell you. What I will say is it didn't happen. Right? Now, here you are. the following season and you have some young guys who can do that. I believe Tyquan Thornton can do that for you. I believe Brownlee can do that for you. I believe Rasheed can do that for you. I believe that
Oh,
what's
speaking of Rasheed,
what?
oh, hey, so now I was just talking about D Hop, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if you've been noticing. Rasheed been running routes like D Hop.
I
He
am.
been
Well,
taking pointers from D Hop.
I'm sure he
That
has.
that when he scored that touchdown, bro, Rasheed wasn't doing that last year. The way he ran that route, that's all D Hop.
Yeah,
You could
I'm.
tell just by
I
looking at him.
I think that this wide receiver room is very talented. And with the addition of Royals, hopefully that tendonitis in the knee thing it clears up. But I believe with the addition of Royals, this gives them so many pieces that they can use in a variety of ways, and it just makes them dangerous as hell. Very, very dangerous. With the speed that they have with Brown and Thornton and Worthy, and I mean, God, they can do so many things with this wide receiving core. This is very interesting to see what this is going to look like this season. Now, I'm not
Bro,
saying they're going to,
Mahomes,
yeah, I'm
I
not
am.
saying they're going to be, the
I am.
greatest wide receiving core in the league. What I'm saying is they were already dangerous before when they didn't have wide receivers that were really that good. Now you have wide receivers who can do a plethora of things, and they're all talented. Every fucking one of them. I mean, think about it. They said Tyquan Thornton wasn't shit when he was up in New England. He was a failed, pick, and he didn't pan out. This and that. And then he comes to Kansas City, learns the playbook, was on the practice squad last season towards the end of the year. They pick him up. They do all these things with him. He learns the fucking, the playbook. He comes out and comes into the season this year, and during, you know, OTAs and everything else, all you're hearing is about Tyquan Thornton, how well he looks, what he's doing, the catches he's making, the routes he's running. And I'm like, okay, okay. So I'm watching some of the film and watching what he's doing. I'm like, okay, he looks good. And then during the first 2 weeks of the preseason, he's doing, he's trying to get his feet wet, this and that. But then he gets his first real rep with Patrick, because the first game he didn't really get a lot of reps with Patrick, because they got that short field. But they come in and they
Right.
do this last game, and he's out there, with them, and we got, I mean, that offense, as far as that goes, Tyquan looked like he's been a part of this offense for a while. And Patrick and him linked up for that 58-yard bomb. And look, it wasn't like it was the greatest route in the world, but his speed makes a difference.
Man,
Especially when
he
you have
cooked.
he sure
He
did. He cooked
cooked that dude.
he
Yo,
cooked his ass.
it wasn't
So
even close.
no, and that's why
And
I'm
I think,
saying when you have a guy like that can blow the top off, man, that makes a big difference. And now you got all these other routes up underneath that everybody else is worried about. Because think about it, they were worried about, was Bashard Smith going to get the ball again over the middle? With a as a running back, was it going to be Hollywood? I mean, not Hollywood. Was it going to be what, Brownlee, or was it going to be this receiver, or was it going to be one of the tight ends? Whatever, it
you
makes
know,
a
it's
difference.
crazy. You know, it's crazy. That game, with that drive or whatever against
Yeah.
Chicago, bro, Hollywood and Royals wasn't even playing.
They didn't even play. They didn't even play.
That's the crazy thing.
And that's why I said it makes a difference. You had Worthy who was out there. He played. I think he had one catch for like 9 or 10 yards or whatever. But it makes a difference. And that's why I said you got two burners now. These two guys that are official, like, burners. You gotta match up with these guys. And if you're putting, over the top trying to keep these guys from burning you, well, that means there's going to be something up underneath in that intermediate area. So I think they're going to be better this season as far as offensively. Defensively, I'm hoping that I hope that they get the run stuff game situation figured out. They did pick up
Hey,
a they did pick up a guy. Who was the guy you were talking about? Broderick. Oh,
Martin, I think
yeah,
that's his
Broderick.
name.
Yeah, Broderick Martin. Yeah, that's correct. From Detroit. So we'll see how he pans out. Was there something
Yeah,
else you
they
wanted to
did.
add to that?
They did way better in the run game that game
They
against
did.
Chicago
They
because
did.
Hicks was like before the game he was like, yeah, we definitely shutting that shit down this next game.
Yeah.
So and that's what they
And
did. So
and I like the fact that they're using Hicks in the box a little bit more. I really like that as far as at the safety position. I like the fact that they were bringing him down a little bit more, letting him play in his natural kind of position. So that makes me feel better about how they want to use him. So no matter what, season's starting. We understand it's going to be, it's going to be tough to start the season. First game will be in Sao Paulo, Brazil, against
man, I ain't
the
gonna lie.
Los Angeles Chargers. What?
I ain't gonna lie. Look, y'all can call me whatever y'all want to call me. Y'all can call me a homer, fanboy, whatever. I think we're gonna beat the dog shit out of the Chargers. I ain't even gonna stunt.
Well,
I'm just saying. I
I get
don't
it.
think the Chargers. I don't. The Chargers don't listen. Dad, who do they have on offense?
Well, I mean, they did pick up Lad McConkey. They picked up Jay.
I,
What's his name? Dobbins. They picked up. Oh, what's
I'm
his
if you
name?
outside of the running backs and McConkey, they don't really have much going on over there.
They did pick up that kid from Ole Miss, the wide receiver. Damn it! Why do I draw a blank on his name? Oh my god! But he was a very good wide receiver. They did pick him up in the draft. It starts with a T
Man,
too,
hold
but
on.
I can't remember his name. But they did pick him up in the draft. The problem that I think that they're going to have is at that tackle position where they lost
And
Rashawn
that's
Slater.
another and that's another thing. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah,
I'm sorry. I don't know about that,
they
man.
did lose
I
him
don't
for the
know.
season. So it's going to be hard telling. And then they did bring over running back from Pittsburgh. Dang it! I just was looking at
What,
him.
Najee Harris?
Yeah, they
Man, I
did
ain't
bring
worried
over
about him.
Najee Harris. Najee Harris is a good running back. He's not explosive like you would think, or a game breaker per se, but he is a steady running back that's going to pick you up about 3 to 4 yards every carry. So that's that
I just
ground and
don't.
pound game that Harbaugh wants to run.
Let me see. Where's ESPN at?
Are you looking for that wide receiver's name? I know it starts with a T. Trey something. Oh God, he played at Ole Miss. They picked him up in the draft this season. So, but like I said, I do believe the season will be tough to start. You know,
You talking about Trey Harris? I ain't worried
yeah,
about him.
Trey Harris. But well, I know. But what I'm saying is, you did say who did they pick up? But
But
they
no,
did pick.
I'm talking about like who do they have like of significant like weapon wise? I just don't see
I mean, I'm not
outside of
saying that they
McConkey.
do, but I do know Harbaugh likes to run the ball, and that's the reason why he's got Najee, and he went and got Dobbins, and they're trying to fucking make some things happen there. So, uh,
And
and
that's
the
what I'm
run,
and
the,
that's what I'm saying. They lost their best tackle on top of that.
yeah,
Bro.
that's gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt. I'm
I don't know,
sorry,
man.
that will hurt. So we'll see. We shall see.
It's
So
like their receivers, they got obviously they got Lad McConkey. They got Keenan Allen. I ain't worried about him. Uh Quentin Johnston, I ain't worried about him. And then who's their tight end?
well, they got rid of Palmer, if I remember right. I think he was a free agent or something like
Yeah, he
that.
left.
Yeah, he left. Uh, I'm trying to remember who their tight end is. That's a good question. I can't remember who it is.
Yeah, they're one. Look, they're 1 and 2 receivers is Lad McConkey, Keenan Allen, and then Trey Harris. Then you got Joe Alt, who I think like Joe Alt's good, but he's not Rashawn Slater good. Like,
Joe Alt is
and then he,
more. He can play different positions on the field. I think better than Rashawn Slater can. And you never know. They may even try to
I
get
don't
him to
know.
play
I
left
don't know,
tackle.
man.
Rashawn Slater, hey, but you know what's the problem though? Rashawn Slater has been injured, I think, at least 2 or 3 times since he's come into the league. Am I right?
Not that
I think he
I
I think
caught
he
up.
has. I'm really thinking he has been injured a couple of times since he's come into the league. Rashawn Slater stats. Um, let's see.
I don't know.
So, Rashawn Slater, who has spent his whole career with the Los Angeles Chargers, let's see what his season stats look like. I hate looking at PFF. Don't you hate looking at PFF?
I'm good.
I'm just saying. It, they, it's always something with them. But I'm still looking. So his first year in 2021, he played 16 games. In 2022, he played 3 games. In 2023, 17 games. And in 2024,
Oh,
15. In
ain't that when
2024,
he
15
messed up?
games.
Ain't that when he messed up like his bicep or something like that?
I can't remember, but I do remember it was another time. So now this is his second major injury where he will miss significant time.
It
So
was like his bicep. It was like his bicep. I remember that because he ruptured like his bicep or something like that. Like three.
so now you have in 4 seasons, one, two, three, four. He's played a total of 51 games. Right? He's got a 17. I won't even say that. So yeah, he's missed in one season. He missed a full 14 games. He missed another game in 2024, 2 games in 2024, and now he's gonna miss this whole season. So, to me, in 4 years where you miss damn near 2 whole seasons, that's pretty. That's pretty telling. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. So I don't know. Just saying. I think that they might want to think about trying to find somebody that can really be a good backup. And we we have guys on our team now that we can use that I think would actually make good backups if something was to happen. Knock on wood.
Ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Like, cause I seen somebody talking about the Chiefs trading some linemen. The Chiefs aren't trading no linemen to nobody.
I don't think they're trading
That's on the
anybody.
roster. Nah,
No, I
it's
don't think
not
they're
happening.
trading anybody. So, uh, anything else that you found interesting during this preseason, and you know, think that it's going to make a big difference, or we should watch out for with the beginning of the season
Uh,
coming up?
no, not really. I'm just ready for the season to start at this point.
Who do you think is the threat, the next threat, or the possible threat to the Chiefs in the AFC West?
That I'm gonna be honest with you. We do this shit every year, and while I do believe some of these teams have gotten better, I just no.
Listen, it was a question I asked because look, I
People keep
know
saying the Broncos. I know the Broncos. Look, their defense is. I think their defense is going to be really nasty.
their defense is going
I
to be
just
nasty.
don't.
Their defense
I
is going to
just
be
don't
nasty.
think. I just don't think offensively. Like I don't know.
We'll just have to
I
wait
could
and
be
see,
wrong
I guess, huh? We'll just have to wait and
because
see.
this is my thing. I would remind people the Chiefs won 15 games, and that was. I'll just say that they were a shell of themselves. I don't
Pretty
care how
much.
they won. They still won 15 games, still, bro.
Yeah,
Like they're better this year.
I think they are
I think they're
better this year.
significantly better this year.
Yeah, I think they are. I think they are very
So
much better this year. So here's what I will say. I get it, Bronco fans and Charger fans and even Raider fans to an extent, right? Everybody has high hopes for the season when it begins, right? And I'm not saying you shouldn't. What I'm saying is let's slow our roll until the season starts, right? And see how everybody's playing and what they look like. You know, let's wait until we start, thinking, okay, some another team is going to be the team to win it out of the AFC in the AFC West. Uh, it just doesn't happen, where there's a new team that wins every season in the AFC West like that. I mean, this ain't the NFC East, like the Cowboys and the Eagles and the Washington Commanders. You know, they haven't had a repeat NFC East champion in what 27 years.
you talking about who?
The NFC East.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, think about it. We don't. It doesn't work like that in the AFC West. So, uh, but I just want people to slow down. Do I believe the Broncos will be better? Yes. Do I believe the Chargers will be better? Yes. Do I believe the Raiders will be better? Yes. Now, which one of these teams is the team that's going to be the team to knock off the the champs or the AFC defending champs, the West defending champs anyway? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't see any one of them being better than the Chiefs right now. Uh, we're just going to have to wait and see how the season pans out. And that also goes for Cowboy fans. Look, y'all got bigger problems in Cowboy Nation right
Hey,
now.
hey, listen, hey, listen, hey, listen. I told one of my homeboy here Cowboys. I said you need to be worried about y'all losing Micah Parsons
Yeah,
because it ain't looking good.
no, no, it's not. And we talked about this today, me and a couple of guys, and I told him, I said, look, Jerry is used to doing business as usual, the way he has been since the late 80s, the way he treats players, the way he talks to them, the way he treats them, the things he says. It's it's not the same. He can't treat these players. At this point, Jerry needs to just let it go and let his sons run the business. Let them
But
do
here's the
that shit.
thing, yeah, I don't. Here's the thing with Jury though. I don't think he should be not be the owner.
No, he can be
He
the
just
owner.
needs, yeah, he just needs to step down from being GM. That's the problem. That's literally the issue. Like if he
Yeah.
just gets somebody else to be GM, they'll be fine. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
think that's what it is. And I think Micah Parsons, like I said, these young cats ain't falling dealing with this shit no more. They not going to get talked to a certain kind of way, condescending, make them think that, you give a fuck about them. They understand what it is. This is a business. They get it. But they also want you to stand by what you say. And, you know, I don't think Jerry has I don't think he's endeared himself to Micah Parsons the way everybody, tries to make it seem like, oh, he's gonna get him signed. It's
hey,
just infighting. I'm like, nah, this is different. This is
you know what I
way
need?
different.
You know what I need? I
He's
need
not.
I
He's
need
not. He's not
I
got the
need
intensity.
No, shut up. I need Beach to pull off some type of voodoo
Oh
magic
boy,
on Jerry Jones. Get
son,
fucking Micah Parsons here. Hey,
son.
Dad, do you know? Do you know the amount of tears that would be on every social media platform if
Oh
that
my
happened?
God.
Hey, you think people talking about the Chiefs is rigging shit now?
Oh
Hey,
God.
if
Yeah.
that happened, bro, they would be like the NFL is compromised. You
Yeah.
know, Chiefs are rigging it. And you know what's funny? This girl, she uh she said something. She was talking about the Chiefs, and she was like, because she doesn't watch football like that. She was like, she needs a team to cheer for, and I was like, yeah, you can come to the Kingdom. And
Yeah.
then she was like, what she say? She said they're what she said? She said they're cheaters. They be rigging stuff, and I'm like, how do they rig stuff and they just got blown out in the Super Bowl? Like
I don't get
that
it.
makes no
I don't
sense,
get it.
bro.
I don't get it. But, like I said, it is what it is. And we take it, we hear it all, the disrespect and this and that. But like I tell people all the time, people don't like winners. They don't like consistent winners. They don't like guys who are always there and consistent. They this is just how we are, you know, made. We don't want to see a guy on top for long periods of time. We want everybody to get it fucking, get up there and have that time too. We think that our team deserves it just as much, but we let's be honest. A lot of times these teams don't put in the work. They don't put in the things that need to be done to get to that mountaintop or get to that point to raise that trophy, right? So it is what it is. I just know that I got certain guys who are Cowboy fans and they just think that it's gonna be all right. They think, well, even if we don't have Micah, we got Deron Bland and we got Trey Diggs and we gonna do this and we gonna do that. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, then if y'all don't need Micah like that, just let him go. Just let him go then. No, no,
Bro,
we
just
ain't
let
gonna
him,
do that.
just release him as a free agent.
Yeah,
No,
just
I
let him
mean,
go. Let him
and
just see what happens.
could
I
you,
mean,
Dad, could you imagine? Could you imagine adding him to that defensive line
oh, I
with Chris
could.
Jones?
I just know that it ain't gonna happen, but I could. I can imagine it.
Um, you know what? I also said that Luca would never go to the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? I've
Well,
seen stranger things happen. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
I get
I'm
it,
just
but
saying.
think about it. They would have to give up money because he's still under contract for at least another year, if I remember right. They would
Yeah,
have to
so I
give up
think
a
it's one
lot.
more year.
So, I mean, no, I don't see it happening, right? Uh, Whatever they decide to do, no matter what. Micah's talking about he's got a back injury, you know.
And hold on, because I was gonna ask you this another day because I was in this space with the Cowboys fans on Twitter, and they was talking about Michael, whatever.
You always going
And
into
this
familiar
dude,
territory.
well, this one dude was in there and was like, uh, for the kind of money that he'll be getting, uh, he was like, he was comparing him as a pass rusher or even just like a player to like Max Crosby,
Okay.
and he was like Max Crosby clears him as a pass rusher, and I'm just like, no.
Not in the last 2 or 3 seasons, he hasn't.
No, he does not. I don't know what
I
film you're
think the only
watching
person who's got more sacks than fucking Micah Parsons in the last 2 seasons is T.J. Watt.
from the on the edge. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
well,
saying.
probably in general. That's what I was
Yeah.
saying. I was like, I don't know, because he was like, uh, because he was talking about how Max Crosby is just an overall better. But I'm like, if you're looking at, and look, Max Crosby's a dog. I'm not dismissing him, but I'm
Oh
just saying,
yeah.
like, bro, Micah Parsons he was graded as the best pass rusher on the edge. Like, bro, he had like a 90 something. Man, let me look because I know I ain't tripping.
I will say this: Micah Parsons, if you can get a chance to get him and you can sign him, you should do it because he does change your defense. He changes the way you do things on
Yeah,
defense with his
because he
ability
was
to
talking
pass
about
rush.
because he was talking about how Micah doesn't get as many pressures. And I was like, bro, where are you getting this information?
Don't ask me.
Bro,
So
Micah had like fucking 20 something more pressures than Max Crosby did.
yeah,
And
I
then he has a 92 almost pass grade.
pass rush
That's
grade.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
and look his run grade, his run defense isn't like great. But they don't
no,
use him like
but that's yeah.
they use him as a pass rusher.
He's
Yeah.
a pass rusher. That's what they use him for. He is a pass rusher, specifically off the edge. Now, here's the deal. Micah Parsons can and will and should stick to his guns. That's how I look
Oh,
at
I
it.
agree.
If and I'm saying this because I don't like the fucking Cowboys and never have, and I think it would be funny as hell
Yeah,
if he told him and the rest of the Cowboys to kiss the crack of his ass. So
I'm fucking dead. Yeah, because he's like by far and away their best player, bro. Like
yeah,
it's not even a debate.
yeah.
Like
So I
not even
mean,
close.
I don't know what else you can say, but other than okay, we'll pay you. But I mean, hell, from what I understand, they did offer him a what $205 million contract with 147 million guaranteed.
Bro,
That's you know
they talking about he want like 45 million a year.
yeah. So I mean, and so much
Ooh-wee.
guaranteed, right? And that's fine,
Right.
but you gotta think about it. If that's the case, you can't really put nobody else on that defense with him. There's not a lot of guys unless you get them, out of the draft young and they just happen to pan out, right? They that's hard to do. So I don't see I don't see how it's going to work. And like I said, that was just a rumor. We don't know for sure if that is the offer that was made to Micah. So in other news, because I ain't gonna talk about them stinking ass Cowboys for too long. In other
Man.
news, and this is the last thing I'm gonna probably say for the night. We're gonna keep this short. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift were engaged this weekend, and I will say I'm happy for the both of them because simple as this, even though I don't know neither one of them, anytime you can find love in this crazy ass world and it's true and genuine, man, there ain't nothing better than that. So
Dad.
for
I know
everybody
you
that's what,
I know you see my post I shared on Facebook about that shit.
yeah, yeah, I
About
did.
the bro, what is wrong with people, bro?
It's because people don't want to see people happy, man, and especially people with money. They don't want to see people with money who got everything
Yeah.
also find
Like,
this shit. And I don't
but
believe
that's
that
what I'm
every
saying.
person. I don't believe that every person with money is a bad person, right? I believe a lot. There are some people who have money that try to do the right things with their money to help people as well and give back to their communities.
It goes
Travis
both
Kelsey,
ways.
yeah, Travis Kelsey is a
Because
perfect example, and
it
so is
goes
Taylor
both
Swift.
ways. Because I always say, like, you know how people get misjudged. You know how people get misjudged that don't have money,
Yeah,
but people with money get misjudged too because
yeah,
people think a certain way about people that have money. They automatically think that people that have money are this like stuck up, entitled, the world revolves around them type of people. That's like
yeah.
it's like the stigma that comes with having money.
And likely and rightly so. I'm not going to say it's every one of them, but I will say this: I've never met the CEO of a Fortune 500 company that you didn't hear some bullshit about how they strip jobs or
Right.
they wind up cutting people's pay or they cut jobs because they're trying to save themselves money and or they're moving their company overseas because they don't want to pay the taxes and this is that are here and also the shit just so they can keep more money in their pocket and they don't give a fuck who they hurt and who they affect, right? There are those like that out there, right? We know tons of CEOs who have done that, who run Fortune 500 companies. that do this shit all the time. What I'm saying is, we're talking about people who are in the entertainment industry right now. When I'm talking about Travis and Taylor, who are they're trying to find what everybody else has or something that they've never had before, and they have found it. And I've also said to people that don't hate on these people who did find love and who have put their lives out there on Front Street for everybody to, dissect and everything else. They
Hmm.
have done it, and they've done it the way that they wanted to do it. And kudos to
Like
them for
that.
doing it.
But you know what's crazy? That's the crazy thing because like you don't see women in particular of her caliber date. Cause I'm not gonna say date down. I mean, it's hard for me to say date down because it's Travis Kelsey.
It's
But at the
not
same
dating.
time,
It's not dating
it's not. It's
down,
not.
but
But
it
at the
is.
same time, but it is though in a certain way.
Yeah, I mean,
You get what I'm saying though?
but he's highly successful himself. I think what you're
Exactly.
talking about is that the amount of money that this woman has, and let's not get it
You don't
twisted.
see that very often.
She
Yeah,
is
you don't see that very often.
fantastically wealthy, right? But Travis, in his own right, is wealthy as well. He may not have as much money as, you know, Taylor does, but he has
Hey,
not done bad for his goddamn self.
no,
So
you know it's funny. I messed around and looked it up, bro. It's not even close.
no, she is
She is
fantastically wealthy.
clearing. She is clearing him. But that's how I know. But that to me, that and look, I get it. He's still well above your average person,
Yeah.
right? Like way
Which
above your average
which
person.
tells you what? It tells you that this woman knows that this man doesn't need her for her money, and she don't need him for
Right.
his.
Yeah, exactly.
They want to be with each other because they truly enjoy being with each other. You can see it when they're together. So
Yeah, exactly.
I just wanted to say congratulations to them too. I hope it is everything as far as their wedding goes. I hope it is everything that they could ask for, and then some. So anyway, that
Yeah,
is all.
people
Go
keep
ahead.
trying to say he downgraded because of the way
Oh
she
my
looks
God.
compared to other girls. That's what I'm saying. That is so dumb, bro.
You
Bro,
know what?
what if the other girl's just a complete asshole, bro? Like,
But you
I
know
don't
that's what
know.
this is what I had somebody say that to me today, and I said, a man chooses a wife not because of what she looks like. It's because of the other things that she has,
Exactly.
right? That's what happens. He chooses a wife based upon, her character, the way she treats him, the way she treats other people, the way she treats people who don't have anything, the way she cares for other people, the way she loves, right? And the other things that he
It
does
could
is he
be
looks,
character, values, all that.
yeah, yeah,
They might have certain things that they have aligned with each other, like
yeah,
values and stuff like that that the
morals.
other girl didn't have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
their morals, the way they think, like you said, values, and also the other thing that a man marries for is he can see if we do decide to have children one day, I can tell by her character what kind of a mother she is going to be, and so that's why a man chooses
exactly.
certain women to be his wife. It's not based upon looks. That yeah, looks can get you in the door, but that is not going to keep that man from walking out that door.
And that's what I was saying. I'm like, yo, this is Travis Kelsey. This man can have any woman he want, bro.
Exactly.
Like
And
this man
she
could get
can
any
too.
woman he want.
Yeah.
Yeah, same for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Y'all, some
Yeah.
people, you just can't make this shit up, man.
Well, like I said, I didn't want to say too much about it. I just want to say congratulations. Well done. I hope you two do it big for your wedding day. So, and in the meantime, let's go out in the blaze of glory, Travis. If this is gonna be the last year, hell, let's win a Super Bowl and get married all in the same year.
Hey, I literally said I need my homes to break them records for my boy Trav for the one time.
Yeah. So I think that's how we should do it. So Anyway, that's all I have for this evening. Like I said, we wanted to come on here and talk about the 53-man roster. We gave you a little bit of our ideas about other teams in the AFC and even some teams, well, one team in particular in the NFC. And then we gave you a little bit of the insight of what we thought about Taylor and Travis getting married, getting hitched, or getting engaged, whatever you want to call it. So, uh, like I said, that's it for us tonight. We hope you guys come back and enjoy. And if you have watched our channel before, please remember to hit that like, share, and that's the one thing people forget when they come to the channel. We know we don't have a lot of subscribers as far as that goes, but if you could hit that like and share button, that way the algorithm can get this and maybe show it to more people. That would help us, extremely. So, again, I am Big Temp. That is Mr. Michael Flair. We are the Cavecast, and we are out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your day.